We got a customer sending 2 SCUF controllers, and I pulled it apart. He had a trigger problem, which is very common. These triggers with these little trigger stops, they do wear out. If I can just zoom up, I don't know if you can really see, but where that little spring is, if I can get my camera, that little spring just over here digs right into this little mount area where that allows the trigger to go back and forth. And I'm going to give this good thing a good clean, just open it up so you can see how it's pushing down. And after time, that little spring right in there digs into that little mount and it starts to split up. And I'll show you an example of what I mean. Okay, I just got a bunch up here. Like I said, they're a very common issue with this problem. You know, I've got some more over here as well. You know, sometimes they break off. But what I was talking about, and I'll get my little pointer here. You can see right here how the little spring after time wears out and it starts to get longer and longer and longer. If I pull this one out, maybe this will show a bit more better with the light. Yeah, you can see sort of see how long it's getting, how it's just dig all the way in there. And after time, the spring just won't go back and forth and trigger won't be springy anymore, just stop. So you can see how that's, see when you zoom up there, you can see better now. So that's what happens. And I'm not talking bad about SCUF or anything like that. You know, everyone, like I said, everyone has their ways of doing things. But that's a common issue, that's all. So we just replaced it with a donor that I have, because we do a lot of repairs, so I just end up putting another one in there that's a bit more better. So he'll be happy that we've kept the same trigger in there. Normally what we'll do if we can't fix it, we'll just put a standard OEM thumbstick, but he just loses the trigger stop. But I have plenty of parts. Like I said, we do hundreds of these, and you tend to keep some parts. So now that's working, it's working fine. We tested it, but upon just putting it back together, we had some issues and the buttons weren't working. And it's very, very common as well with the SCUF board. This board, if it doesn't sit properly in this little section here, which joins onto the PC board, the flex board, sorry, which obviously goes to the PC board. If it doesn't sit properly, nothing works properly. And when I opened it up and I found a... Okay, so as I opened it up, I noticed there is a lot of stuff going on here. Now this is just build up of time of playing, dust accumulating, you know, obviously smoking, and who knows what that all is, but that is a problem, obviously. So it's always worth to keep your controller clean as much as possible. And you can see inside the controller here where you can see it's all accumulated as well. So you really need to take care of your controller, guys. You need to keep control. You can pop those off, you can give it a clean. This is how it came, it's like just dirty. And look, I understand kids will be kids, you know, they're not tidy, not clean, but you know what, guys, just information, please just try and keep your controller as clean as possible. It will last longer. This is an older controller, so I'm really baffled it's lasted this long. It's still got its original thumbsticks. It's an older board, so we'll find out what is it. Yeah, it's a JDM. Here we are, just down here, JDM 040. So it's an old controller, so it's, give it some credits. It still hasn't got any stick drift, but we'll thoroughly test it. It's got a bit of it's got like a high percentage of error, but we'll probably calibrate that later on for the customer, get it down. But we're going to need to give this thing a thorough cleaning, and hope everything works out then. All right, let's get back onto it then. So just take out the buttons. You can see in the buttons as well, we got a lot of gunk. So we're going to take these buttons out, give them all a good clean. Get the housing a bit of a clean already. Just going to need to clean inside there though, around the edge of the touchpad. The touchpad itself has to get cleaned all around as well. So this is the services we do. We'll bring this thing back to brand new, give it a good clean wipe down as best we can, Sometimes you can't just get that stuff out, but most time just get the gunk. That's the most important. Okay, so we gave these a good clean now. They're all cleaned up. Gave them a good clean with some alcohol, like 70-80% alcohol. And you can see the housing's all clean as well. The front, as best I can do it, is what I can do is just soft touch, and yeah, like I said, you can't really give it the best of cleans. I mean, the best probably would be give it like a warm soapy water, but time frame, we don't have that time frame, and you know, obviously it's clean. It's been sterilized, got all the alcohol on it, so it's all been cleaned off. Touchpad's all cleaned as well. So that's all done. So we just move over to the thumbstick area. So we'll put these back together and we'll hit that. Okay, so we are just going to give this a good brush, and hence why I don't show you what I do, because it's hard to do this with one hand. And I'm working on getting a camera for the top here to shoot straight down, so we just sort of like up like this, and you'll be able to see all the stuff. I have all these mounts around me, telescopes and microscopes and all this stuff. So, but yeah, let me just work off camera and I'll give this a good clean and show you. Oh, my thumbs have been painting all day today, airbrushing. Yeah, so let me give this a good clean. Hold on there. Okay, we've got it all cleaned. It's just a lot of dust, build up of dust and gunk and stuff like that. Just very common. Hasn't been, like I said, it's a very old controller, so I'm pretty surprised how it's held up. I did find some issues with the paddles. The buttons click beautifully, but when I had it in game, and I'm not sure if it was a connection, but I'll just take this board out and have a look at it, just make sure that the buttons, the little discs haven't fallen off. If they have, we have to put them back on there. And like I said, the shell needs a bit of a clean as well, so we'll do that now. Okay, finally got everything back together. I ended up removing this, just checking it, gave it a clean. It was okay. The plates did fall off, but I fixed them up. It's not really that fancy. So we're going to button it all up now and test it and see what happens. Okay, so we got it all together. My God, had some little issues. I think it was the flex board here. For some reason, I don't know what it was, maybe from all the gunk and stuff, something just not working for the X button over here. So we end up just replacing it with a new one. And now everything's working. Triggers, bumpers, triggers are working before. And because you've got that this piece on here, the trigger like extension here, you have to adjust the little screw in there. You can see it's only pushing at, was that 50 or something. You can just adjust the screw and you will fix all that. That's all good, it's working. Also, the paddles on the back wasn't working, now they are. So they're all working beautifully. Every time you touch them, they work. All the buttons are working. And you can see the errors, 13-15%. And we're gonna give this a good calibration and stay tuned for that. Okay, so we just finished doing the calibration, and you can see from before and now, it's a massive difference. Big difference. So yeah, it didn't come at a cost for the guy. As sorry, just get this out of the way. So it's a new software over here. It's pretty good. We do all our PS5 and PS4 calibrations. It's a really good tool. Everyone's using this around the world at the moment. It's the new technology, and thank God to this person who made it. His name is Al, I think. Yeah, he's an awesome dude. So yeah, how cool is that? Got it calibrated down. Before it was like all over the place. You can see this, the area was all over the place over here. But there you go, guys. Another fixed SCUF controller. Like I said, we'll give this a good test. I've got the thing on my stand now, so I have my hands free, so I can. Everything's working perfectly fine. There you go. Another repaired SCUF controller. And we've got another one over here as well. This is also, this customer belongs to him as well. We're going to fix this one as well. He's got a broken paddle and all other problems with this one as well. So we'll have a look at this one another day. On that note, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you're not following, go follow us. Like I said, guys, appreciate if you guys can give us a like. It really helps us grow, gets the algorithm going, and we'll be doing some more videos as well. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, take care, be good, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.